There is an ancient truth, a secret that has been shared by the wisest of teachers throughout history, including Florence Scovel Shinn, one of the foremost pioneers of spiritual prosperity. This truth is simple yet powerful. Words are energy, and they have the ability to shape our reality. The words we speak, both aloud and silently, act as vibrational frequencies that attract specific results into our lives. Words are not just sounds, they are creative forces, powerful tools that directly influence what we manifest in our world. In this video, we are going to explore the transformative power of words when it comes to manifesting abundance. We will focus on how the words you speak, especially before you go to sleep, have a profound effect on the reality you create. Florence Scovel Shinn understood that our consciousness, our awareness of who we are, and the words we use to define ourselves, directly influences the abundance we attract. The secret she taught was simple yet profound. Your words shape your financial reality. Before bed, when your mind is most receptive and open to change, is a sacred time for planting the seeds of prosperity. It is during this moment of quiet reflection that your words are not just heard by your ears, but are deeply absorbed by your subconscious mind. In fact, this is when your subconscious is most impressionable, as it is preparing you for the next day. What you say right before you sleep, the words you use to affirm your wealth, your success, your potential, are far more than mere affirmations. They are a direct command to the universe. If you're looking to manifest abundance, the words you speak before sleep are your first line of defense against the old self, the version of you that believes in lack, scarcity, and struggle. If you want to step into a new self, the version of you that effortlessly attracts wealth, you must speak words that affirm abundance and align with divine prosperity. This is not merely wishful thinking, this is the power of your consciousness at work. Florence Scovel Shinn taught us that we are the creators of our own reality through our thoughts, words, and beliefs. By changing the words we speak, we change the vibrational frequency we emit, and thus, we change the circumstances that surround us. The universe, as she said, responds to our words. Every affirmation, every declaration, every word we speak holds the power to shape the world we live in. Shinn often said, "The word is the key to the universe," because every word we speak is an invitation to the universe to bring us that which we affirm. Therefore, when we declare abundance, we invite prosperity into our lives. And when we do this at the end of the day, right before sleep, we send the universe a powerful signal that our intention is clear. We are ready to receive all the wealth and success that are already ours by divine right. Think about it. When you speak words of wealth and prosperity, you are not just affirming what you want, you are aligning yourself with the universal law of abundance. Your words are activating the law of attraction, drawing everything you desire toward you. But it all begins with conscious choice. The choice to speak words of power, words that resonate with the frequency of wealth, even as you prepare to sleep. Tonight, before you close your eyes, I encourage you to think about the words you want to say, the words that will shape your financial reality. If you want to wake up to abundance, you must first speak abundance over your life as you sleep. This powerful act of aligning your words with your desires is one of the simplest and most effective ways to begin the process of manifestation. I invite you, right now, as you begin this journey, to comment below with the affirmation, "I am ready to manifest my abundance now." This is your first step. Say it with conviction, with faith, and with the certainty that these words, as they align with divine energy, will transform your life. Let this be the beginning of a powerful shift in your financial reality. Florence Scovel Shinn, a pioneer of spiritual prosperity teachings, knew that the words we speak are not just sounds. They are vibrational forces that have the power to shape our financial reality. Words, as she taught, are one of the most potent tools for manifesting wealth. The law of the word is a divine principle that dictates that what we say, especially with intention and confidence, directly influences the outcome of our lives, including our finances. Your words carry the power to bring abundance or to repel it, depending on the energy behind them. In this section, we will delve into the immense power of words and how they shape our financial reality. We'll explore how words of affirmation, when spoken with confidence and faith, can activate the flow of divine prosperity in your life. We will also contrast the impact of negative self-talk with the impact of speaking words of abundance. By the end of this section, you will understand how to harness the power of your words to align yourself with the universe's abundant flow, paving the way for wealth and success to enter your life. The law of the word is rooted in the idea that words create reality. Everything in the universe, including your financial situation, is energy. Words are a form of energy that shape that reality. Florence Scovel Shinn taught us that every word we speak is a seed that is planted in the soil of the subconscious mind. What we plant in our subconscious is what we harvest in our physical world. If we speak words of abundance, we create a reality where abundance is naturally attracted to us. If we speak words of lack, we create a reality where scarcity and limitation persist. Just as a gardener chooses what seeds to plant in the soil, you must consciously choose the words you speak. When you speak words of wealth, prosperity, and success, you are planting seeds that will grow into the financial blessings you desire. Conversely, if you consistently speak words of lack or self-doubt, those seeds will manifest, and your financial reality will reflect those limiting beliefs. Shinn emphasizes that words have power because they are directly connected to the creative energy of the universe. She wrote, "The word is the key to the universe." This means that your words are not just descriptive of what is happening in your life. They create what will happen. If you want to manifest wealth, you must align your words with your desires. You must speak as though you already possess the wealth you seek. Affirmations are one of the most effective tools for aligning your thoughts and words with the flow of divine abundance. An affirmation is a positive, present-tense statement that you repeat with conviction, declaring your desired outcome as if it has already happened. When you speak these words with confidence, you are aligning your vibration with your desires, and the universe must respond by delivering them to you. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that when you speak affirmations of wealth and prosperity, you activate the law of the word. She said, "I have the power to make wealth flow to me now." The key to making affirmations work is faith and feeling. You must not only speak the words, but you must also feel the truth of those words. When you affirm abundance, do so with the belief that it is already on its way to you, that it is already yours. For example, instead of saying, "I want to be wealthy," say, "I am wealthy. I am worthy of unlimited abundance, and I am open to receiving it now." This shifts your focus from a lack mindset to one of abundance. You are not merely wishing for wealth, you are claiming it. When spoken with confidence and feeling, these words activate the vibrational frequency of wealth and prosperity. Now, let's consider the other side of the coin, the impact of negative self-talk. Most people don't realize how much they neglect the power of their words. They may be unaware of the subtle self-limiting beliefs they express daily, such as, "I'll never have enough money. I can't afford that. I don't know how I'm going to make ends meet." These words may seem like harmless statements, but in reality, they are actively repelling wealth. Each time you speak in terms of lack, you reinforce the belief that there is never enough. The subconscious mind believes what you tell it, and if you continually speak of scarcity, your actions, decisions, and circumstances will reflect that scarcity. Negative self-talk is a powerful tool for manifesting poverty. When you focus on what you don't have or what is lacking, you close yourself off from the infinite supply of the universe. The law of the word teaches us that words spoken from a place of fear, doubt, or lack create resistance, and that resistance blocks the flow of prosperity into your life. The key to breaking free from the cycle of negative self-talk is to replace it with words of abundance. Just as negative words create a reality of lack, positive words create a reality of wealth. Here are some practical affirmations you can start using immediately to transform your finances. Money flows to me effortlessly and abundantly. I am deserving of wealth, and it is finding its way to me now. I am in perfect alignment with divine prosperity. Every day I am attracting more financial opportunities. I am a magnet for success, and wealth is always flowing to me. Make these affirmations a daily practice, and you will start to see changes in your financial reality. The more you speak these words, the more your subconscious mind will accept them as truth, and your external world will begin to align with your new beliefs. One of the key components of making affirmations work is the confidence with which you speak them. Confidence is magnetic. When you speak words of wealth and prosperity with the certainty that they are already true, you send a powerful signal to the universe that you are aligned with divine abundance. Confidence amplifies your words, making them more effective in creating the life you desire. Consistency is equally important. The more you repeat your affirmations, the more they will be imprinted on your subconscious mind, and the quicker your financial reality will shift. It's not just about saying the words, it's about living them, believing them, and feeling them deep. Now I invite you to take action. Comment below with the affirmation, "I speak abundance into my life every day," and commit to practicing this affirmation for the next week. Feel the power of these words as you speak them daily, and watch as the universe responds by bringing you more of what you desire. Remember, the law of the word is one of the most powerful tools in manifesting your financial abundance. Your words are creative forces, and when you align them with divine prosperity, wealth will flow freely into your life. Speak words of abundance, and the universe will respond accordingly. In the journey of manifesting wealth and stepping into your divine inheritance, words are your most powerful allies. As Florence Scovel Shinn emphasized, words are seeds, and the seeds you plant in the fertile soil of your subconscious will grow into the reality you experience. To unlock the flow of abundance in your life, Shinn recommended using 5 powerful words before bed. I am always prosperous now. These 5 words, though simple, carry immense spiritual power. Each word holds a deep, transformative meaning that affirms not only your worthiness, but also your connection to the infinite supply of wealth that the universe provides. In this section, we will explore the meaning behind each of these words and how they activate the divine flow of abundance. The first word in this powerful affirmation is I, which represents the individual self. In spiritual teachings, the word I refers to your divine self, the highest aspect of you that is connected to the universe, to infinite potential, and to unlimited abundance. The I is not just your personality or your current self-concept. It is the part of you that is in direct alignment with divine truth. When you say, I am always prosperous now, you are calling upon the truth of your divine identity. The I reminds you that you are a spiritual being, and as such, your birthright is abundance. No longer must you identify with lack or limitation. You are now identifying with the unlimited source that sustains all life and wealth. The first word sets the tone for the entire affirmation, affirming that you as a spiritual being are worthy of divine wealth. The second word, am, is a powerful word in the present tense. It is not about the future, not about hoping or wishing, but about existing in the now. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that the present moment is the only moment in which you can activate the divine law of abundance. To say I am is to affirm that you already possess the wealth you desire, that you are living in the fullness of your financial inheritance right now. I am immediately shifts your vibration from lack to abundance, from wanting to having. It pulls your desires into the present moment and tells your subconscious that the time to manifest wealth is now. This word helps you step out of the mindset of someday and into the belief that your prosperity is already here. When you say, I am always prosperous now, you are living in the vibration of abundance in the present. You are not waiting for a future date to be wealthy, but you are acknowledging that your wealth exists in this moment. The am is a reminder that the universe works in the now, and so should you. The third word, always, affirms the infinite nature of abundance. Prosperity is not a fleeting moment or something that is temporary. Abundance is a constant flow, a river that never runs dry. When you say, I am always prosperous now, you are declaring that wealth is not a rare occurrence or a special exception for a select few, but a permanent state that is constantly available to you. Always connects you with the universal truth that there is no end to abundance. The universe is filled with unlimited resources, and when you align with that truth, prosperity becomes a constant companion in your life. You are no longer chasing wealth or worrying about when it will arrive. Instead, you are acknowledging that prosperity is yours, and it will never leave. The word always anchors the idea of endless flow. Wealth is a part of you, and it is always here. The word prosperous is the core of this affirmation. It is the state of being that we are all destined to experience. Prosperity is not just about money, It is about abundant living in every area of your life, your health, relationships, opportunities, and financial well-being. Prosperity is your divine inheritance, and it is available to you the moment you align with it. Saying, "I am prosperous," is an affirmation of wealth in its most expansive form. It is a declaration that abundance is your birthright, that you are meant to live a life full of success, freedom, and peace. Prosperity is not something you have to earn or strive for. It is who you are at your core. The word prosperous serves as a powerful reminder of your divine nature and your capacity to manifest wealth in all its forms. The final word, now, brings everything together in the present moment. It is a call to action, a reminder that abundance is not something that you have to wait for. The universe responds immediately to your words, your thoughts, and your beliefs. The now tells you that wealth is not something in the future but something that is already within reach. When you say, "I am always prosperous now," you are affirming the immediacy of your wealth. You are telling the universe, "I believe that my abundance is here, today, in this moment." The law of assumption teaches that when you assume the presence of what you desire, it will materialize quickly. Saying now infuses your affirmation with the power of immediate manifestation, aligning your beliefs with the present moment and activating the flow of abundance. When you say, "I am always prosperous now," you are making a divine declaration. Each word carries the power to activate the flow of abundance, to shift your mindset from lack to prosperity, and to affirm that wealth is already on its way to you. These 5 words are a spiritual code, unlocking the doors to divine wealth, success, and abundance. They align your consciousness with the truth that you are already prosperous, and that prosperity is always available to you. Florence Scovel Shinn often spoke of the importance of speaking the truth aloud, as your words create your reality. By repeating these 5 words daily, especially before bed, you begin to shift your energy and consciousness to the frequency of abundance. You are aligning with divine prosperity, not just mentally, but emotionally and spiritually. Now I invite you to take immediate action. Comment below with the affirmation, "I am always prosperous now." Let these words resonate with your soul as you commit to using them each night before bed. Repeat this affirmation every night for 7 days, and watch how your financial reality begins to shift. The universe responds to your faith in your words. When you align your thoughts, words, and emotions with divine prosperity, you activate the abundance that is already yours. In the realm of wealth manifestation, timing is everything, and the time just before sleep is one of the most powerful moments for manifesting abundance. You see, the subconscious mind is at its most receptive right before you fall asleep. This is the time when your conscious mind begins to quiet, and the door to your subconscious swings wide open, allowing thoughts, beliefs, and affirmations to be absorbed deeply into your inner world. Nighttime affirmations, therefore, are an incredibly powerful tool for manifesting wealth, success, and abundance. Florence Scovel Shinn often emphasized that the words you speak right before sleep are the most important because they set the tone for your subconscious mind to work with while you rest. These words program your mind to align with your desires, creating a vibrational match to the wealth and prosperity you seek. As you continue to speak affirmations at night, your subconscious mind starts to accept these new beliefs as truth, and they begin to shape your reality in ways that you may not even consciously understand. To fully understand why nighttime affirmations are so effective, we must first understand the immense power of the subconscious mind. The subconscious is the part of our mind that holds our deepest beliefs, memories, and patterns. It governs around 95% of our behavior, meaning that most of the actions, decisions, and beliefs that shape our lives are rooted in the subconscious. The subconscious mind does not discriminate between what is real and what is imagined. It accepts anything as truth, whether it's a belief that you've consciously chosen or something that was implanted there through past experiences, societal conditioning, or childhood programming. This is why many people yearningly continue to manifest lack, struggle, and limitation, because their subconscious holds the belief that wealth is difficult, rare, or reserved for others. The beauty of using affirmations at night is that you can directly influence and reprogram the subconscious mind. When you speak positive, empowering words like, "I am always prosperous now," just before sleep, you are embedding these beliefs deep into your subconscious. Over time, these new beliefs begin to replace old limiting thoughts and create a new reality aligned with abundance. There is a scientific reason why nighttime affirmations are so effective. Just before we sleep, we naturally enter a state of deep relaxation. This state is often referred to as the alpha state, a brainwave frequency that occurs when we are awake but in a relaxed, meditative state. During the alpha state, our conscious mind becomes less active, and our subconscious mind becomes much more receptive to new information. It is in this relaxed state that the subconscious mind is most open to receiving affirmations and programming. As you repeat positive affirmations, like "I am always prosperous now," your subconscious absorbs the energy behind those words without any resistance. The power of these words then continues to work throughout the night, aligning your vibration with wealth and success. By the time you wake up, your subconscious mind is already starting to manifest your new beliefs. What's more, during sleep, the subconscious mind continues to process and integrate the affirmations you've repeated. Your subconscious works tirelessly on your behalf while you rest, attracting opportunities, ideas, and circumstances that align with your new financial reality. This is why Florence Scovel Shinn often spoke about the power of affirmations at night. Because while you sleep, your subconscious is hard at work, aligning you with the abundance you seek. When you speak affirmations of abundance before bed, you are doing much more than just programming your subconscious. You are also shifting your vibrational frequency. The law of vibration teaches us that everything in the universe is made of energy, including money and wealth. Every thought, belief, and feeling you have emits a vibrational frequency that attracts things of the same frequency. When your subconscious mind accepts the belief that you are worthy of wealth and divinely prosperous, your vibration automatically rises to match that frequency. As you consistently speak affirmations of abundance, you begin to vibrate at the frequency of wealth. This vibrational alignment is what attracts wealth, opportunities, and prosperity into your life. But here's the catch: your subconscious mind won't respond to your words if there is resistance. If deep down you don't believe that you deserve wealth, or if you still hold on to limiting beliefs about money, your subconscious will fight the affirmations you are trying to program. This is why it's crucial to speak your affirmations with conviction and certainty. When you say, "I am always prosperous now," say it with the absolute belief that this is the truth, that prosperity is already on its way to you. Nighttime affirmations are so effective because they allow you to program your mind before sleep, when the subconscious mind is most open. However, the real power of these affirmations lies in the consistency of this practice. The more you repeat your affirmations, especially at night, the more you reinforce your new beliefs in your subconscious mind. Over time, these new beliefs will replace the old ones, and your vibration will shift to match the frequency of abundance. When your vibration is in harmony with wealth, the universe has no choice but to bring opportunities, people, and circumstances that align with that energy. This is where manifestation happens. As you repeat your affirmations every night, you are actively participating in the creation of your financial reality. You are not waiting for wealth to appear. You are attracting it through the power of your subconscious mind and your alignment with divine abundance. Now, I challenge you to take action. For the next 3 days, commit to repeating the affirmation, "I am always prosperous now," before bed. Say it with conviction and belief, knowing that you are programming your subconscious mind to align with divine abundance. After 3 days, pay attention to the shifts in your energy, your circumstances, and the opportunities that come your way. Comment below with the affirmation, "I am always prosperous now," and make this your nightly ritual. You will begin to see how powerful these affirmations are in manifesting the wealth you deserve. Nighttime affirmations are one of the most effective ways to reprogram your mind for abundance and prosperity. By speaking powerful positive words before bed, you align your subconscious with the frequency of wealth and success. The universe is always working in your favor, and by practicing consistent affirmations, you allow your inner world to match the abundance that is already available to you. Remember, you are worthy of all the wealth and opportunities the universe has to offer. By practicing nighttime affirmations, you open yourself up to receive the divine prosperity that is already yours. In the journey of wealth manifestation, one of the most crucial elements to understand is the concept of identity. Who you believe yourself to be plays an integral role in the wealth you attract into your life. Florence Scovel Shinn, a master of spiritual prosperity, taught us that to create lasting wealth, you must shift your identity from the old self, rooted in limitation and scarcity, to the new self, aligned with abundance and faith. The key to wealth manifestation lies in adopting the new self-image, the version of you that is already abundant, prosperous, and deserving of all the financial success the universe has to offer. This transformation is essential to shifting your energy to the frequency of wealth. The old self operates from a place of fear, self-doubt, and limiting beliefs, while the new self operates from a place of faith, empowerment, and trust in divine abundance. This section will explore the contrast between the old self and the new self, and how you can make a powerful shift in your identity to align with the vibration of wealth. We will look at how your beliefs, affirmations, and actions shape your financial reality, and how adopting a new self-image can transform your financial life, as Florence Scovel Shinn so profoundly taught. The old self is rooted in limiting beliefs, beliefs that are formed from past experiences, societal conditioning, and inherited ideas about money. This version of you is often operating from a scarcity mindset. It believes that money is hard to come by, that opportunities are limited, and that there is never enough. When you live in the energy of the old self, you believe that wealth is something to be earned only through struggle and sacrifice. The old self often believes that financial success is for others, but not for them. It is rooted in a fear of lack, a belief that there will never be enough. The old self hoards what little money it has, afraid to let it go, and feels guilty when others succeed. Every decision made from the old self is driven by a fear of losing or running out. The old self is constantly in survival mode, clinging to what it has, and struggling to make ends meet. This scarcity mentality is what keeps so many people stuck. It is the belief that money is limited and that only a few lucky people have access to it. As long as you hold on to these beliefs, the law of attraction will continue to reflect back the same financial struggles. Your vibration is aligned with lack, and therefore, lack is all that you attract. The new self, on the other hand, operates from a place of abundance and faith. It understands that wealth is a natural state of being, that money is not scarce, but an endless, divine flow of energy. The new self believes that wealth is available to everyone, including them, because abundance is their divine inheritance. This version of you knows that money is energy, and as such, it is always flowing and constantly available to those who are in harmony with it. The new self operates from faith, not fear. It trusts the process and knows that the universe will always provide. This new self knows that wealth is not something that comes from hard work or sacrifice alone. It comes from being in alignment with the energy of abundance, being open to receiving and willing to share. The new self is constantly focused on opportunity, growth, and expansion. It embraces generosity, knowing that the more it gives, the more it receives. The new self no longer holds on to old beliefs that say there isn't enough or I'm not worthy. Instead, the new self operates from a place of empowerment, constantly affirming that abundance is already here. This version of you is aligned with the vibrational frequency of wealth, and as such, wealth and opportunities flow easily into your life. The new self believes in the power of divine timing, knowing that when the time is right, the universe will provide everything needed for success. The key to making the shift from the old self to the new self is in changing your identity. Your identity is the lens through which you view the world, and it determines how you interact with money, opportunities, and success. If you identify as someone who struggles with money, who is unworthy of wealth, or who lives in fear, your reality will reflect that. But if you identify as someone who attracts wealth effortlessly, someone who is deserving of abundance, and someone who trusts in divine prosperity, your life will begin to reflect that truth. The first step in shifting your identity is to reprogram your subconscious mind. You do this by changing your self-talk and affirmations. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that the subconscious mind is like a garden, and the thoughts and words we plant are the seeds that will grow. If you want to manifest wealth, you must plant seeds of abundance and confidence in your mind, not fear and scarcity. To begin this transformation, use positive affirmations like, I am worthy of unlimited abundance. Wealth flows to me effortlessly. I am in perfect alignment with divine prosperity. Money comes to me in expected and unexpected ways. By repeating these affirmations with conviction and faith, You begin to reprogram your subconscious mind to align with abundance. This will shift your identity, and the more you repeat these affirmations, the more your actions, decisions, and beliefs will reflect the new self, the one who is deserving of prosperity. Adopting the identity of the new self is not just about thinking positively. It is also about acting in alignment with that new identity. When you believe that you are someone who is worthy of wealth, your actions will naturally follow. The new self takes inspired action, action that feels aligned with the energy of abundance. Instead of acting out of fear or desperation, the new self acts from a place of empowerment, knowing that opportunities are already coming to them. The more you align your actions with the belief that wealth is already yours, the more the universe will respond. You will begin to see opportunities, resources, and people appearing in your life, guiding you toward success. To make this transformation permanent, you must live it every day. The new self must become your consistent identity. Every decision, every thought, and every action must reflect the beliefs of the new self. This is the key to lasting transformation. Consistency in your thoughts, beliefs, and actions will make this new identity the foundation of your life. Now I challenge you to take a moment and commit to this shift. Comment below, "I release my old beliefs about money and embrace abundance now." Reflect on which limiting beliefs you need to let go of and declare your new identity. For the next 7 days, repeat this affirmation every day and observe how your mindset, energy, and circumstances shift. As you step into the energy of the new self, you align with the divine flow of prosperity, and wealth becomes inevitable. In the journey to manifesting wealth and prosperity, one of the most vital components is the law of faith. Florence Scovel Shinn often emphasized that faith is the force that brings all other divine laws into action. Faith is the unshakable belief that everything you desire is already in motion, and that abundance is your divine inheritance. Faith is not just about believing that wealth is possible. It is about trusting in the inevitable flow of prosperity that the universe is always ready to provide. In this section, we will dive deep into the law of faith, exploring how it works and why it is essential for unlocking the full potential of the new self. The new self, the version of you that is aligned with divine abundance, has an unwavering trust in the universe's ability to provide. It is not swayed by external circumstances or doubts. It knows that prosperity is already on its way. In contrast, the old self, rooted in fear and doubt, struggles to receive the wealth that is available to them. The law of faith is the bridge between where you are now and the financial freedom you seek. Let's begin by exploring what it means to live in faith and how this powerful force can attract the abundance you desire. Faith is the foundation upon which all manifestations rest. Faith is the confident expectation that what you desire is already on its way, even if it hasn't yet materialized. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that faith is the law that brings into physical form the desires of your heart. You must believe it is already yours before it can be manifested in your physical world. This is why faith is so central to the process of manifesting wealth. It is the belief in something before you can see it, and it is what allows your energy to align with divine abundance. In practical terms, faith means trusting that the universe will provide for you in divine timing, even when external evidence may suggest otherwise. It means releasing any doubts or fears that arise about your ability to attract wealth and instead, trusting in the divine flow that is always moving in your favor. When you live in faith, you align your thoughts, beliefs, and actions with the understanding that wealth is already on its way to you. You act as if the financial abundance you desire has already arrived. This energy, this vibration of certainty, is what attracts prosperity into your life. When you have faith, you are no longer waiting for the universe to provide for you. You are living in the energy that says, "It is already done." Faith is a transformational force because it allows you to transcend doubt, fear, and limitation. Living in faith means that you no longer question the universe's ability to provide. You simply know that it is always providing. Faith is the trust that everything is working out for your highest good, even when things are not going as planned. Faith allows you to release control and trust that the universe is orchestrating everything perfectly. In Shinn's teachings, this was one of the most powerful messages, that the universe is constantly working on your behalf, and that it is only when you let go of fear and doubt that you can fully align with the flow of prosperity. Living in faith means that you no longer need to see evidence of abundance to believe in it. You believe in the invisible forces that are always at work behind the scenes. When you live with unwavering faith, you are allowing the universe to deliver your desires in ways you may not have even imagined. This is where the law of faith becomes so powerful. It frees you from the need to control the how and when of your manifestations and allows the universe to provide in divine timing. Now let's contrast the energy of faith with the energy of fear and doubt. When you live in fear, you are essentially resisting the flow of abundance. Fear creates resistance. It holds you back from fully stepping into your divine birthright of wealth. Fear whispers to you that you are not worthy, that you don't have enough, or that it's too late for you to experience financial freedom. These beliefs are the very things that block the law of circulation, preventing the universe from sending you the wealth and opportunities that are already on their way. Fear also keeps you in a state of waiting. You wait for the external circumstances to change before you feel secure enough to trust in the universe's abundance. The more you wait, the more you are aligning with the frequency of lack. Waiting is the opposite of living in faith. It is a sign that you do not believe that wealth is already coming to you. Living in faith means that you no longer wait, you believe that prosperity is already here, and you act with the certainty that the universe is working behind the scenes to bring you the wealth and success you desire. Living in faith frees you from the need to see immediate evidence. Instead, you trust the process, knowing that the universe will provide. The key to shifting from doubt to faith is to make the conscious decision to trust in the universe's abundance. The universe is always at work, but it can only respond to the energy you send out. If you send out an energy of doubt, you create resistance and block your manifestations. But when you shift into the energy of faith, you open yourself up to receive everything that is already on its way. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that when you trust the divine plan, the universe will deliver your desires in ways you cannot yet comprehend. You don't need to understand how or when it will happen. You simply need to trust that it will happen. This is the core of the law of faith, trusting that the universe knows exactly how to bring you what you desire, and allowing it to unfold in divine timing. Faith is not just about belief. It's about action and trust. One of the most powerful practices to strengthen your faith is the use of affirmations. Affirmations are a way of reprogramming your subconscious mind, aligning it with divine abundance and trust in the universe's plan. When you affirm, "I trust in the abundant supply of the universe," you are sending a signal to your subconscious that you are ready to receive, that you are ready to trust, and that you believe in the flow of prosperity. To practice faith, use this affirmation: "I trust in the abundant supply of the universe." Say it daily, especially when doubt or fear arises. Say it with conviction and certainty, and feel the truth of the words as they resonate with your soul. Trust that the universe is working on your behalf, even if you cannot see immediate results. Now, I challenge you to take immediate action. Comment below with the affirmation, "I trust in the abundant supply of the universe," and say it for 48 hours, with faith and belief. Notice how this simple shift in your energy begins to bring changes to your financial circumstances. Trust that the universe is always working for your highest good, and that your faith will be rewarded. Remember, faith is the key to manifesting wealth. When you trust the universe's plan and believe that abundance is already on its way, you open the door to prosperity. The universe responds to faith, and it is through faith that your desires will be manifested. Gratitude is not just a simple act of appreciation. It is a vibrational key that opens the floodgates to prosperity. In Florence Scovel Shinn's teachings, gratitude holds a central place in manifesting divine abundance. It is more than just saying thank you. It is an energetic tool that aligns your soul with the infinite flow of wealth. When you practice gratitude consistently, you create an energetic resonance with abundance, allowing wealth to flow freely into your life. The universe responds to energy. When you express gratitude, you are sending out a frequency of abundance. Gratitude works on a universal level to expand the flow of wealth, bringing more of the good things you're grateful for into your life. The more you practice gratitude, the more the universe has to be grateful for, creating a continuous cycle of positive energy that brings prosperity, success, and financial freedom into your reality. In this section, we'll explore how gratitude functions as an amplifier for wealth, how it keeps the flow of abundance open, and why expressing gratitude before bed is one of the most powerful practices to enhance the manifestation process. We will also look at the contrast between living in gratitude versus lack, and how gratitude acts as a magnet for the wealth that is already on its way to you. Gratitude is the highest vibrational state you can embody, and when you operate in this state, you naturally align with the frequency of wealth. The law of attraction teaches us that like attracts like, and when you are grateful for what you already have, you raise your vibration to match the frequency of more. Gratitude affirms that you are in alignment with abundance, and the universe responds by sending you more to be grateful for. Florence Scovel Shinn beautifully stated that gratitude opens the windows of heaven, and it's true. When you express gratitude, you are creating an open channel through which abundance can flow. You are essentially saying to the universe, I recognize the wealth I already have, and I am ready to receive even more. The practice of gratitude shifts your focus away from what you lack and toward what you already have, and in doing so, it allows the flow of wealth and prosperity to multiply. This is the key to unlocking infinite abundance, not by focusing on what is missing, but by appreciating what already exists. Gratitude is an essential part of the law of circulation. Just as money must flow to grow, so too must gratitude circulate in your life. When you give thanks for the blessings you have, you send a signal to the universe that you are open to receiving more. The universe, in turn, responds by sending more blessings your way. When you practice gratitude, you are actively participating in the cycle of giving and receiving. This law teaches that abundance is always flowing, but it requires your participation. If you're not actively expressing gratitude, you may find that the flow of abundance slows down or becomes blocked. Gratitude is the oil that keeps the gears of manifestation moving smoothly. It is the tool that amplifies your wealth and expands the opportunities around you. To create a continuous flow of wealth, you must be grateful for all that you have, no matter how big or small. The more you focus on the blessings you already have, your health, your relationships, the opportunities in your life, the more the universe will expand those blessings and bring you even more to be grateful for. Now let's talk about the power of expressing gratitude before bed. The time just before sleep is one of the most powerful moments for programming your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is most receptive to new beliefs and ideas right before you fall asleep. This is why nighttime affirmations are so effective. They go straight into your subconscious and begin working on your behalf while you rest. Gratitude expressed before bed works in much the same way. When you take a few moments at night to reflect on the blessings of your day and express gratitude for them, you are planting the seeds of prosperity for the next day. Your subconscious mind, which is actively working during sleep, begins to focus on the abundance you've acknowledged, and in doing so, it begins to align you with even more opportunities for wealth. You can make this a ritual. Before going to sleep, take a moment to think of 3 things you are grateful for. It could be something as simple as a good meal, a positive interaction with someone, or the fact that you are alive and well. As you reflect on these blessings, allow yourself to feel thankful and joyful. This feeling of gratitude is what raises your vibration and aligns you with the flow of abundance. By making gratitude a habit before sleep, you are actively conditioning your subconscious mind to focus on the good in your life, which, in turn, allows more good to flow into your life. Gratitude before bed helps you manifest wealth because you are aligning your energy with the vibrational frequency of prosperity. When you live in gratitude, you are essentially telling the universe, I am open to receiving more. But when you live in lack, you are closing yourself off from the abundance that is already available to you. The old self, often focused on what is missing, perpetuates a cycle of scarcity. In this mindset, there is always a sense of inadequacy, and as a result, more of that energy is attracted into your life. On the other hand, the new self, which practices daily gratitude, consistently aligns with the frequency of abundance. The new self recognizes that there is always enough, and because of that belief, the flow of wealth is continuous. Gratitude is the gateway to abundance. It allows you to focus on what is working, and this shift in focus helps to attract even more opportunities, resources, and wealth into your life. When you are grateful for what you have, the universe provides more to be grateful for. The power of gratitude is also backed by science. Studies show that practicing gratitude has a direct impact on psychological well-being. It increases positive emotions, improves relationships, and enhances mental clarity. When we are in a state of gratitude, we are naturally in a higher vibrational frequency, which allows us to attract more abundance. Furthermore, gratitude activates the reticular activating system in the brain, which is responsible for filtering information. When you are grateful, your brain becomes hyper-focused on the positive aspects of your life, constantly looking for more to be thankful for. This makes you more likely to recognize opportunities for financial growth, success, and abundance. Now, I challenge you to take action and begin practicing gratitude every day. For the next 7 days, commit to expressing gratitude before bed. Reflect on at least 3 things you are thankful for, no matter how big or small. Comment below with the affirmation, "I am grateful for the abundance in my life, and the abundance on its way to me." As you begin this practice, observe how your energy shifts and how the universe responds. Notice how your vibration increases and how more opportunities for wealth begin to appear. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it is the magnetic force that draws prosperity into your life. In the journey to manifest wealth and abundance, one of the most important principles to understand is the law of vibration. This universal law states that everything in the universe, including you, is made of energy, and this energy vibrates at different frequencies. Your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs all emit a certain vibration, and this vibration attracts experiences and opportunities that match it. To manifest financial prosperity, you must align your vibrational frequency with that of wealth and abundance. Florence Scovel Shinn often taught that wealth is not just a physical or material concept, but an energetic frequency. Just as a radio tunes into a specific station, you must tune into the vibration of wealth to attract it into your life. When you are aligned with this frequency, you automatically attract the resources, opportunities, and people who resonate with it. On the other hand, if you are stuck in a lower frequency, one of fear, doubt, and scarcity, you will repel prosperity, regardless of how hard you work or how much you desire it. This section will explore the law of vibration, explain how the old self often vibrates in fear and scarcity, and teach you how to raise your vibration to align with wealth and abundance. We will also provide practical tips on how to shift your mindset and emotions to match the frequency of prosperity, so that you can attract the wealth you deserve. We must first understand that everything in the universe is energy, including money and wealth. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that money is energy, and as such, it has its own frequency. If you are currently experiencing financial struggles or lack, it is because your vibration is not aligned with the frequency of wealth. You may be vibrating at a lower frequency, one that is dominated by fear, scarcity, and doubt. When you feel fear about money, think thoughts of lack, or worry about your financial future, you are emitting a vibrational frequency that is out of alignment with wealth. This is why you often experience more of what you fear, because the law of vibration says that like attracts like. If you are vibrating at a frequency of scarcity, you will continue to attract scarcity. On the other hand, when you begin to raise your vibration to the frequency of abundance, you begin to attract prosperity. Wealth, success, and opportunities are already available to you. But in order to bring them into your life, you must tune into their vibrational frequency. The old self is often stuck in a lower vibrational frequency, one that is driven by fear, lack, and limitation. This version of you believes that there is never enough, not enough money, not enough opportunities, not enough time. The old self operates from a scarcity mindset, where everything is seen as limited and hard to attain. This mindset keeps you trapped in a cycle of resistance, where you are constantly fighting against the flow of abundance. Fear and doubt become your constant companions, and your actions, whether conscious or unconscious, align with the belief that there is not enough. The old self may say things like, "Money is hard to come by. I'll never have enough. I'm always struggling." These thoughts, words, and beliefs keep you vibrating at the frequency of scarcity, which then attracts more scarcity into your life. No matter how much you want wealth, if your vibrational frequency is aligned with fear and lack, you will continue to repel prosperity. The new self is the version of you that has fully embraced the idea that wealth is a natural state of being. The new self knows that abundance is infinite and that there is more than enough to go around. The new self lives in a state of trust, faith, and gratitude, knowing that the universe is always providing, and that wealth is flowing toward them effortlessly. To shift from the old self to the new self, you must first shift your vibration. The new self operates at a higher frequency, one that resonates with opportunity, success, and financial freedom. The new self understands that money is energy, and it is always available to those who are aligned with its frequency. When you align with the frequency of abundance, you begin to attract wealth effortlessly. Opportunities, resources, and financial breakthroughs begin to appear in your life because you are vibrating at the same frequency as prosperity. Now that we understand the difference between the old self and the new self, let's explore practical tips on how to raise your vibration to align with wealth and abundance. By shifting your thoughts, emotions, and actions, you can raise your energy to match the frequency of prosperity. The first step in raising your vibration is to change your thoughts. Your thoughts are the blueprint for your life, and if you want to attract wealth, you must start thinking abundantly. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, focus on what you already have. Begin to think in terms of possibility, not limitation. Replace thoughts like, "I can't afford that," "there's never enough," with thoughts like, "I am worthy of wealth and abundance. Opportunities for prosperity are always coming to me." The more you think abundant thoughts, the more you will align your energy with wealth. Your emotions are just as important as your thoughts when it comes to raising your vibration. You must feel the abundance that you want to attract. Imagine yourself already living in your desired financial reality. Feel the emotions of wealth, freedom, and success. Emotions like gratitude, joy, and excitement resonate at a higher frequency. Spend time each day experiencing these emotions as though you have already manifested the wealth you desire. Visualize your financial goals coming to fruition, and allow yourself to feel gratitude for the abundance that is on its way. Affirmations are a powerful tool for shifting your vibration. When you speak words of wealth and prosperity, you begin to align your energy with the frequency of abundance. Some powerful affirmations to raise your vibration include, "I am attracting wealth effortlessly. Money flows to me easily and abundantly. I am worthy of unlimited abundance." Speak these affirmations daily, especially when you first wake up and just before you go to sleep. As you say them with confidence and belief, your subconscious mind will begin to accept these truths, and your vibration will shift to match the frequency of wealth. To fully raise your vibration, you must take inspired action. This doesn't mean forcing yourself to do things out of fear or desperation. It means taking action that feels aligned with your vision of prosperity. Act as if you are already the person who has everything you desire. For example, invest in yourself by learning new skills. Take calculated risks that align with your goals. Surround yourself with people who are already living in abundance. When you act from the belief that wealth is already yours, you send a powerful signal to the universe that you are ready to receive it. Now, I challenge you to take action and align with the frequency of wealth. Comment below with the affirmation, "I align with the frequency of wealth and abundance." For the next 7 days, practice raising your vibration through mindset shifts, emotional practices, and affirmations. Notice how your energy changes, how opportunities arise, and how your financial reality begins to shift. Remember, the universe responds to your vibration. When you align your energy with the frequency of abundance, wealth will flow to you effortlessly. Trust that the law of vibration is always working for you, and that you are destined for prosperity. One of the most powerful and transformative laws in the realm of wealth manifestation is the law of assumption. This law teaches us that what we assume to be true becomes our reality. It is the principle that when we assume something, whether it's the idea of abundance, prosperity, or success, we align our energy with that assumption and bring it into existence. In this section, we will dive deep into the law of assumption and explain how assuming that wealth is already here can accelerate the manifestation of financial prosperity. The law of assumption emphasizes that wealth is already yours. All you need to do is assume that it is. When you operate from the belief that wealth is not a far-off goal but something that is already present, you align your inner vibration with the frequency of prosperity. And when your internal vibration is in harmony with abundance, the universe must respond by bringing your desires into physical form. In contrast to waiting for wealth to arrive or thinking that you must earn it through hard work or struggle, the new self embraces the understanding that it is already here. The The law of assumption teaches us to live in the energy of already having what we desire, which creates a magnetic force for wealth to flow effortlessly into our lives. When you assume that wealth is already yours, you are living in the future today, and this assumption speeds up the manifestation process. The law of assumption is the idea that your assumptions shape your reality. Whatever you assume to be true becomes your experience. This is an incredibly powerful law because it suggests that you do not need to wait for external circumstances to change before experiencing your desires. Instead, you must assume that your desires are already yours and live in that energy. In the context of wealth manifestation, this means living as though the wealth you desire is already present. You act, think, and feel as if prosperity is already flowing into your life, even before you see physical evidence of it. The assumption of wealth, and living in the energy of having it, aligns you with the vibrational frequency of abundance, and when you align with this frequency, the universe has no choice but to respond in kind. Florence Scovel Shinn, in her teachings, emphasized the importance of faith and assumption in manifesting financial success. She wrote, "What you assume to be true, you make true." This principle is grounded in the universal law that you create your reality through your assumptions and beliefs. If you assume that wealth is already yours, your reality will shift to match that assumption, and the universe will provide the means to make that assumption a tangible truth. Living in the energy of already having is more than just a mental exercise. It is a complete shift in your being. It means stepping into the mindset of someone who is already living in abundance. This is not about waiting for something external to change before you feel wealthy. It is about feeling wealthy right now, even before the material evidence shows up. Think about it. If you are always waiting for wealth to arrive, you are living in a state of lack. You are energetically saying, "I don't have it yet, but I hope it will come." This waiting energy is the opposite of living in abundance. The universe cannot deliver what you want if you are always in a state of waiting. Waiting is a form of resistance, and it keeps you locked in the cycle of wanting. On the other hand, when you assume that wealth is already on its way, you are living in alignment with abundance. You are energetically saying, "I know this is already mine. I am open to receiving it now." Living in this assumption creates a magnetic field that attracts wealth and prosperity into your life. When you act as if abundance is already here, you begin to experience opportunities, people, and circumstances that align with this new identity. Let's contrast the energy of waiting for abundance with the energy of assuming that it is already here. When you wait for abundance, you are telling the universe that you do not yet have it. This waiting energy creates resistance. You are essentially saying, "I don't have it yet, but I hope it comes soon." The waiting state is often fueled by fear and doubt. You may feel anxious or unsure about how or when abundance will show up, and this energy only blocks the flow of prosperity. Waiting slows down the process of manifestation because it is based on the belief that abundance is somewhere out there in the future. This energy keeps you stuck in the gap between where you are and where you want to be. When you assume that abundance is already here, you are affirming that wealth is your natural state. You act, think, and feel as if your desires have already materialized, and this aligns you with the vibration of prosperity. The assumption of abundance is grounded in faith. You know that what you desire is already on its way, and you trust the divine timing of the universe. There is no need to worry or doubt. You live in the certainty that your wealth is inevitable. Living in the assumption of wealth speeds up the process of manifestation. When you assume something to be true, your actions, thoughts, and beliefs align with that assumption, and the universe responds by delivering your desires quickly. Living in the assumption of wealth requires a conscious shift in mindset and energy. Here's how you can begin to live as though your abundance is already here. Begin each day with affirmations that reflect the truth of abundance. Say things like, "I am worthy of unlimited wealth. I am already abundant. Wealth flows to me effortlessly and continuously." These affirmations will help reprogram your subconscious to accept abundance as your reality. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing your financial goals as already achieved. Imagine yourself living in your dream home, driving your dream car, or traveling the world with financial freedom. Feel the emotions of already having these experiences. The more vividly you can visualize your wealth, the more you will begin to align with it. Take inspired action as though wealth is already in your life. This might mean making financial decisions that reflect your abundance, such as investing in yourself, your education, or your business. Act with confidence, knowing that the opportunities you need are already coming your way. Trust that abundance is already on its way, even if there is no physical evidence yet. The law of assumption teaches that when you believe something to be true, it becomes your reality. Let go of the need to see immediate results and trust in the process. I challenge you to take action today. Comment below with the affirmation, "I live as if my abundance is already here." For the next 7 days, practice living in the assumption of wealth. Speak your affirmations, visualize your financial success, and act as if you are already living in abundance. Notice how your energy shifts and how the universe begins to respond. Remember, the law of assumption is one of the most powerful tools in manifesting wealth. When you assume that your abundance is already here, you align your vibration with prosperity and accelerate the manifestation of your desires. Manifesting divine wealth is not a one-time event or a quick fix. It is a lifestyle, a continuous practice of alignment with the universe's flow of abundance. Florence Scovel Shinn, a visionary in the field of spiritual prosperity, emphasized the power of consistent practices that keep us in vibrational harmony with the wealth we desire. These practices, faith, gratitude, and affirmations, are not just tools for manifestation, they are the foundation of a prosperous life. In this section, we will explore how to integrate these powerful principles into your daily routine. By practicing faith, gratitude, and affirmations every day, you not only keep your energy aligned with divine abundance, but also create the mental, emotional, and spiritual foundation necessary to manifest wealth consistently. These principles must become an integral part of your everyday life to maintain your connection with prosperity. The first and most important practice for aligning with divine wealth is faith. Faith is the confidence that the universe has a plan for your prosperity and that this plan is unfolding perfectly, even if you cannot yet see the physical evidence. Faith means trusting that wealth and abundance are already on their way, even when external circumstances do not immediately reflect that truth. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that faith is a powerful tool that shifts our energy and allows us to receive. Faith is not just about hoping for something good to happen, it is about knowing it is already happening, even before you see it. When you practice faith, you align yourself with the divine plan of abundance that is always in motion. This alignment allows the universe to send you the people, resources, and opportunities you need to create financial freedom. To cultivate faith in your daily life, start by affirming your trust in the universe every day. Here's how you can integrate faith into your routine. Begin each day by affirming, "I trust in the abundant supply of the universe." Say this with confidence and conviction, knowing that the universe has already prepared everything you need to thrive. Throughout the day, whenever doubt or fear arises, remind yourself that everything is unfolding according to divine timing. Trust that your financial breakthrough is inevitable and that you are on the path to prosperity. Before bed, reflect on the ways the universe has supported you throughout the day and trust that your desires are being perfectly fulfilled. By practicing faith daily, you shift your energy from fear and doubt to trust and abundance, making it easier for wealth to flow into your life. Gratitude is one of the highest vibrational states you can embody. When you practice gratitude, you align your energy with the frequency of abundance. The more you appreciate what you already have, the more the universe responds by sending you even more to be grateful for. Gratitude is the universal key to expanding wealth. When you focus on the good, the universe sends more good into your life. Florence Scovel Shinn understood the spiritual power of gratitude and its role in manifesting wealth. She often taught that what you appreciate appreciates. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the flow of prosperity because it shifts your focus from what is missing to what is already here. When you express gratitude for what you have, you are aligning with abundance, creating space for even more wealth to enter your life. Here's how to practice gratitude every day to expand the flow of wealth. Start your day with gratitude. Each morning, take a moment to reflect on the blessings in your life. You can say, "I am grateful for the wealth I have, the abundance on its way to me, and the opportunities I am receiving." Focusing on gratitude first thing in the morning sets a powerful tone for your day. Daily Gratitude Journal. At the end of each day, write down 3 things you are grateful for, no matter how big or small. This can include your health, your family, the opportunities you've had, or simply the fact that you have another day to make progress. The more you express gratitude, the more the universe will send things to be grateful for. Express gratitude for wealth. Make a practice of appreciating every financial blessing, no matter how small. For example, when you receive money, whether it's through a paycheck, a gift, or a sale, express gratitude for the flow of abundance. The more you express thanks for what you already have, the more the universe will expand your wealth. Gratitude is the magnetic force that draws more prosperity into your life. The more you practice it, the more your financial situation will shift in alignment with divine abundance. Finally, affirmations are one of the most powerful practices to keep you aligned with divine wealth. Affirmations are not just positive statements, they are a declaration of your truth. They are words that align your thoughts and energy with the abundant reality you wish to create. Florence Scovel Shinn wrote that the word is the key to the universe, and she emphasized the importance of speaking words that affirm the abundance you desire. When you speak affirmations, you are not just reciting empty words, you are reprogramming your subconscious mind to accept the truth of your divine prosperity. By consistently repeating these affirmations, you align your vibration with wealth, and the universe responds by delivering more opportunities, people, and circumstances to align with your new reality. To integrate affirmations into your daily routine, follow these steps. As soon as you wake up, say an affirmation that reflects your abundance. For example, I am worthy of unlimited wealth, and it flows to me effortlessly every day. Throughout the day, repeat your affirmations whenever doubt or fear arises. This keeps your vibration aligned with wealth, regardless of external circumstances. Before bed, affirm your prosperity and success. A powerful affirmation is, I am grateful for the abundance in my life, and I trust that it will continue to grow. These daily affirmations help you stay in alignment with your desired financial reality and reprogram your subconscious mind to match the frequency of wealth. The key to making these practices effective is consistency. It's not enough to practice faith, gratitude, and affirmations occasionally. These principles must be integrated into your daily routine. Each practice builds on the other, creating a positive feedback loop that aligns your energy with abundance. The more you engage in these practices, the stronger your alignment with divine prosperity becomes. Remember, wealth is not just about desiring abundance, it is about becoming the energy of abundance. Faith, gratitude, and affirmations allow you to shift your vibration from scarcity to abundance. And when your energy is aligned with prosperity, the universe has no choice but to respond by bringing you more wealth. Now, I challenge you to take action and commit to living your transformed life. Comment below with the affirmation, I am living my transformed, prosperous life now. For the next 7 days, practice faith, gratitude, and affirmations every day. Notice how your mindset, energy, and circumstances begin to shift. By consistently applying these practices, you will see your financial reality transform into one of abundance and prosperity. As we reach the end of this transformative journey, I want to offer you a spiritual blessing, one that acknowledges the incredible progress you've made in aligning with the divine flow of abundance. You have committed to shifting your mindset, changing your identity, and embracing the laws that govern prosperity. Now you are in perfect alignment with divine wealth, and I bless you with the knowledge that everything you desire is already on its way to you. You are now connected to the infinite supply of the universe. The wealth you seek is not something distant or impossible. It is already here, within your reach, just waiting for you to claim it. As Florence Scovel Shinn so beautifully said, abundance is the natural state of the universe. It is your divine inheritance. And by aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with divine abundance, you have opened the doors for prosperity to flow into your life. You have already made the shift from the old self, one rooted in fear and scarcity, to the new self, one aligned with faith, trust, and the knowledge that wealth is inevitable. With every affirmation, every practice of gratitude, and every act of faith, you have been recalibrating your energy to match the frequency of wealth. And now, as you continue walking in this new identity, the universe will continue to support you, bringing more opportunities, resources, and prosperity into your life. I want to remind you that your wealth is already on its way. It is already unfolding in divine timing, even if you cannot see the full picture right now. The universe is always at work behind the scenes, orchestrating the events, people, and circumstances that will bring your desires into fruition. Trust that your dreams are being realized and that everything you need to create the life of abundance you desire is already aligned and moving toward you. Continue to walk in faith, knowing that the universe is not only capable of providing, but is always providing. The more you trust this process and continue to align with abundance, the faster your desires will manifest. Wealth is not a distant dream, it is already here, and you are worthy of it. Florence Scovel Shinn taught that faith is the key to unlocking your financial potential. Trust in the divine plan for your prosperity, and know that you are always supported. You are a magnet for wealth and success, and the universe is bringing them to you every day. As you move forward in this journey, I want you to remember this one truth. The power to manifest wealth is always within you. The universe is responding to your energy, your beliefs, and your actions. You have everything you need within you to create the life you desire. Wealth is a spiritual law, and it is yours for the taking. You are co-creating with the universe every moment. The words you speak, the thoughts you think, and the actions you take all contribute to the vibrational frequency that aligns you with divine prosperity. By continuing to walk in faith, practicing gratitude, and speaking words of abundance, you will continue to see the flow of wealth expand in your life. This is just the beginning. The more you align with the divine flow of abundance, the more you will see your financial reality shift. Opportunities will appear out of nowhere, and resources will come to you in ways you never expected. As you stay committed to your spiritual practices, wealth will continue to multiply. As we wrap up, I encourage you to share this video with anyone who is ready to manifest wealth and abundance in their lives. Let them know that they too can align with the divine flow of prosperity and step into the life of financial freedom they've always desired. Subscribe for more teachings on how to continue your journey of spiritual wealth manifestation and abundance. Remember, the power to manifest wealth is always within your grasp. It is your birthright to live a life of prosperity and success, and you are on the right path. Trust in the process, continue to practice your faith, gratitude, and affirmations, and know that wealth is already on its way. Your abundant life is waiting for you. Step into it with faith, and watch as the universe delivers the financial freedom you deserve.